Rainbow with Aloud, and I am Meredith Stiers, the children's librarian at the Baldwin Hills Library, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi everyone, hola. I'm Celia Avila de Santiago, and I'm the senior librarian at the Junipero Serra Branch Library. Welcome everyone.
Someone in my house is very excited to get started with our activity today. So, speaking of, we are going to talk a little bit about how the rainbow became the symbol for pride, and then we're also going to share some colorful ways that families can celebrate at home. I'm excited to get started. How about you?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Okay, so before we get to our book and our activities, I wanted to ask everyone to close their eyes. Miss Celia, can you close your eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Can you picture a rainbow in your head?
Yes, I'm picturing it.
Okay. And it doesn't have to be a rainbow in the sky. It can be a colorful rainbow piece of clothing. It can be a drawing. It could be a rainbow made out of the light, like shining through the glass. Can you see it?
I see it. It's very bright.
What colors are standing out to you?
The purple and yellow and orange, and the green is pretty bright too.
I love it. They're all weaving together to make a beautiful rainbow. Okay, you can open your eyes now. And I hope at home you also were picturing that rainbow and thinking about how it made you feel, and maybe remembering a special day that you saw a rainbow. Do you have some special memories of rainbows, Miss Celia?
I do. I have lots of special memories of rainbows. Do you know how to say rainbow in Spanish, Miss Mare?
No, tell me. How do you say it?
You say arco iris. So el arco iris.
El arco iris.
Yes.
It's a beautiful word for a beautiful rainbow. I love it. For me, I think I have two strong memories when I think of rainbows. One is when I was really little and my family was bringing home a dog for the first time. And he was little and fluffy and white. And everyone was shouting out what they wanted his name to be. Snowball, Fluffy, and I wanted him to be named after my favorite color. Can you guess what I wanted his name to be?
Would it be blue?
It wasn't blue.
What about yellow?
Not yellow.
Red?
Should I tell you?
Yes. What's your favorite color, Miss Mare?
My favorite color when I was 5 was rainbow because it was all of the colors together.
That's amazing. I love that.
I thought it was a great idea. It was not chosen by the rest of my family. But I always like thinking about that. I also, when I think about rainbows, I like to think about all of the pride celebrations I've been to in the different cities I've lived in. Have you gone to different pride celebrations?
I have. I've gone to different pride celebrations in all the cities I've lived in too, and even some of the ones that I've just visited. I've even gone to the one here in Los Angeles.
Me too. I think you may have gone to the same one because you know what? The library goes to Pride. Every year that it's safe to march outside, the library has a float, and we come out in our most colorful library gear, and we dance and we hold up signs, give away cool rainbow library swag, and we even do some pretty cool moves with our book cards. So that's a pretty special memory for me. What about you?
Those are some of my most favorite moments too. I love marching in the parade with all of our coworkers and our family. It's so much fun to see everybody march together, and I love the cool dance moves. I know I've seen you dance with the book carts, Miss Mare.
But maybe when you've gone to the Pride celebration, you've wondered, as I have, what makes the rainbow so special? Why is the rainbow the symbol of pride. Have you ever wondered that before?
I have wondered that before. Do you know why, Miss Meredith? Can you tell us?
I would love to share the answer by reading some of this beautiful picture book. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to hear a little bit about Harvey Milk and the artist that created the pride flag and made rainbows so special to the LGBTQ community, okay?
Okay.
How much anticipation. Here we go. All right, so this book is called Pride, the story of Harvey Milk and the Rainbow Flag. And it was written by Rob Sanders and illustrated by Stephen Salerno. And we are reading it with permission of Random House. Oh, I love it. Got a bright, bold rainbow to start. You have to give them hope. Hope for a better world, hope for a better tomorrow. Harvey Milk was an ordinary man, but he had an extraordinary dream. That dream would change history. Harvey dreamed that everyone, even gay people, would have equality. He dreamed that he and his friends would be treated like everyone else. He dreamed that one day people would be able to live and love as they pleased. With his New York accent, Harvey talked to everyone about his dream. His voice boomed. His body bounced with energy and excitement. Some people listened, a few agreed, most did not. But Harvey's big voice and his big dream wouldn't be stopped. He discovered that the best way to change laws were to help make laws. In 1977, Harvey Milk took a big step toward that dream when he became one of the first openly gay people to be elected to political office in the United States. Harvey and his friends planned marches to protest inequality and unfair laws. And just days before one of the marches, Harvey had an idea. A symbol, he thought. We need a symbol that shows who we are and how we feel. Something to carry during the march. Something to make people feel like they're part of a community. Something to give people hope. Something extraordinary. You recognize any of the symbols you see on this page? Some other flags you've seen waving? Harvey knew an artist who could help. Gilbert Baker. Harvey asked. Gilbert said, "We need a flag." Volunteers arrived to help Gilbert's design come to life. Together, they dipped fabric into large barrels filled with vivid, vibrant dyes. They cut and pieced and sewed until Harvey, Gilbert, and the other activists had a flag with 8 colorful stripes, a flag that Harvey hoped would give hope. See the 8 colors? Can we go through them? Pink and red and orange and yellow and green and light blue and dark blue and indigo blue and purple. Rights are won only by those who make their voices heard. On June 25th, 1978, when it was time for the march, a breeze stirred in San Francisco. The flag unfurled. The wind blew, the flag fluttered, flapped, and flew, a rainbow as bright and unique as the men and women who walked behind it led the march. Harvey and the people asked for equality. They asked to be treated like everyone else. They asked to live and love as they pleased. They hoped their march would make a difference. Harvey was proud of the flag and proud of himself. He hoped others could be proud too. We are going to end the story there, but that is not where the story actually ends. But I'll give us a moment to look at all of the different ways that flag is flying and even surfing. I see a surfboard, I see a dress, lots of ways to fly that rainbow flag. All right, Miss Celia, you want to join me again on the screen?
Hi, that was such a great story, Miss Mary. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'm so happy to share it. And I think that one of the coolest parts of that story is that even though Harvey Milk's story ends shortly after that momentous day, his legacy lives on, right? We see the rainbow flag everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, even some of our clothing.
I know, even on some of our clothing, we can even make some of our own cool rainbow accessories. Your beautiful lei. And the flag also has kept changing over the years too. So I know in the story, do you remember how many colors were on the flag?
Was there 6 colors? 8.
The original flag had 8 colors on it, but it changed. So in 1979, actually because of the production of the flag, they changed it to 6 colors. And then in 2018, an artist in Portland designed a new flag to be even more inclusive of all of the people in the LGBTQ community. So the light blue and pink and white colors were added to celebrate people of all gender expressions and identities, and the brown and black stripes were added to celebrate people of color, which I think is really wonderful and important.
I agree. It's very special to be represented in all colors.
And however you wear your flag, I think it's so special that what you're doing is representing something bigger than yourself and celebrating this movement that, you know, exists across the world. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to do some celebrating. What do you think?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So if we were at the library right now, we would be passing out some of these rainbow colored scarves. And just to remind our friends, can we go through the colors of the rainbow in order? I'll say them in English, and Miss Celia, could you say them in Spanish?
I would love to. Sí.
Okay. And I don't know if you know this trick, but whenever I try to remember how to say the colors in order, I think of the name of a person named Roy G. Biv. Have you ever heard of that?
I have heard of that. That's a neat trick.
Yeah, it's a little mnemonic device, a little way to remember. Okay, so let's go ahead and meet Roy G. Biv. So first we have red.
Rojo.
And then we have orange.
Color anaranjado o naranja.
And then yellow. Bright sunny yellow.
El amarillo, como el sol.
All right, and then a bold blue, like the sky.
Y mi favorito, el azul. So this is actually my favorite color, Miss Meredith.
Oh, beautiful.
What color is next, Miss Meredith? Oh. All right, so while we wait for Miss Meredith to come, the next color I have is purple, or morado in Spanish. And we also have green, verde in Spanish. So we are ready to do our dancing, celebrating activity. So if you have a color at home, make sure you grab something in one of the colors of the rainbow, and then you'll take the direction from me. So you will either shake your red or shake your blue or shake your green. So now that we have our colors, let's do it. So if all the red scarves at home, if you can just turn around. So go ahead and turn around. Orange scarves, wave yourselves up and then all the way down. So you're waving it up. Hi, Miss Mare. Welcome back.
I'm back.
We are just working on celebrating. Do you want to take over? We just started. We're on orange.
Wonderful. Okay, so we've got our rainbow dancers. Why don't you tell us our next color, and then I will follow up.
All right, so bring those orange scarves all the way back down, and those yellow scarves. What do we do with our yellows, Miss Mare?
We reach up high.
All the way high. Super high, super high, super high.
You can pretend it's a shooting star moving across the sky. All right. And now we're ready for our green scarf, or whatever you have that is green, to fly, fly, fly. Okay. And now our blue scarf is going to tickle your nose. And our purple scarf, we're going to reach down low and touch our toes.
I'm reaching, Miss Mare.
Me too. All right, everybody dance around. Twirl your scarf up, down, up, and down. Okay. So are you ready? We're going to shake them in opposite order than we did before. Can you shake purple? And then shake blue. Shake my green. Reach down and shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake yellow. Shake, last but not least, red. All right, rainbow dancers dance around. Colorful scarves up and down. Our colorful dance is at an end. Thank you, all my friends, especially Miss Celia for keeping us celebrating while I had to disappear like a rainbow. Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope that you all enjoyed that as much as we did. I have one other way to show your pride this month, but before I do, I also wanted to share a very quick book by Todd Parr, all about families and what makes each one special. So here is the book, the Family Book by Todd Parr. Some families are big and some families are small. Some families are the same color and some families are different colors. But all families like to hug each other. And some families live near to each other, while some families live far from each other. Some families look alike, and some families look like their pets. All families are sad when they lose someone they love. And some families have a stepmom or stepdad and stepsisters or stepbrothers, while some families adopt. Some families have two moms or two dads, and some families have one parent instead of two. All families like to celebrate special days together. And some families eat the same things. Some families eat different things. Some families like to be quiet, and some families like to be noisy. Some families like to be clean, And some families like to be messy. Some families live in a house by themselves, and some families share a house with other families. But all families can help each other be strong. There are lots of different ways to be a family, and your family is special no matter what kind it is. Love, Todd. That's one of my favorite books. I love to see all the different families that there are. What did you notice about the families in that story, Miss Mare? Were there some differences you noticed, or any things that they all shared?
I noticed both. I noticed that some of the families looked different. They had different numbers of family members. So maybe you at home can count how many family members you have. But they all shared some really special things too. They all loved each other and made each other laugh and had fun together.
Yes, those are all some great ideas. Those are some great things that all those families had in common. So if you're watching and you want to tell us in the comments if your family is big or small or anything you want about your family, let us know. And now let's make some rainbow art.
That sounds like a good idea. So I was thinking there are lots of different ways to celebrate with rainbows at home. Before, when we were waving our scarves and encouraging our friends at home to find rainbow things, I was thinking you could even have like a rainbow meal. You could like eat the rainbow, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But our next activity, we're going to make some rainbow scratch art. So if you have crayons and a blank piece of paper, you can get them ready. And this might get a little messy with how you're going to be scribbling. So you might want to put something under your paper. All right. And what we are going to do is make something called scratch art. And so scratch art is really cool because it has all of these bright, beautiful, colorful patterns on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But then after you're done, you cover that with a darker color. So like a black crayon, or if you have a navy blue crayon, you can use that. And you make that as thick as you can across the top of your page. So when you're done, it doesn't even look like you have a colorful rainbow in front of you. But when you use a little paper clip or a popsicle stick, or even your nail, if you don't mind getting a little messy, you can create patterns and messages, or even a family portrait if you were inspired by Todd Parr's book. So I have the beginnings of my colorful piece of paper.
Okay, I am not a great artist, but I drew some little hearts in different colors.
Aww.
And so now I'm going to I have a black crayon. So now I just color all over it, Miss Meredith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see.
You're going to cover all over it. And you might want to remember where your colorful hearts are, because when you do the scratch art, the cool thing is seeing all of the rainbow colors peek through. So, and then when you're done, one way that you can show your pride is by putting your drawing in the window, so when people pass by, they could see it. Or you could put it up in your room or on the fridge. Lots of different options. I can tell you're really coloring your heart out. You have to make a thick layer, so you're doing a good job.
I think I'm getting it. My orange heart, I've scratched off almost completely. So I'm starting to be able to see all my colors. I just got to scratch a little bit more, but I made a really thick layer.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some messages that I could put on mine because I think I'm going to write some words. Maybe Happy Pride or Love is Love. I like that.
That's a good one. So in Spanish, I think I could put Feliz Mes del Orgullo, which would be Happy Pride Month.
Will you say that one more time? I'd love to hear it again.
Feliz Mes del Orgullo. It's a little longer, but, you know, just as special.
Yeah, no, I love it. Because I think people celebrate Pride in all different languages, even in LA, because there's so many different cultures and communities.
Yes, that was such a fun activity. I can't wait to show all my friends so that we can celebrate and make really fun rainbow decorations.
Awesome. And I think we also have one more reminder for our friends at home. If you had fun today and you wanted to read the books that we shared or read other books about different types of families and LGBTQ characters, you can track your reading for our summer reading challenge, right?
Yeah.
And that would be at lapl.org/summer. That's the website where you can sign up and learn about more activities like this. We're going to continue celebrating Pride Month all June long. Next Wednesday at 4 o'clock, who do we have?
So next Wednesday, we have a very special story time with one of our friends. His name is Josue Cuenta Cuentos, and he'll be doing a very special bilingual story time in English and Spanish for families. It'll be for all ages at 4 p.m. If you're interested in any of our other Pride offerings for this month, you can visit our website, lapl.org/LGBTQIA. So we'll add all of our websites in the chat so you can sign up for summer reading and join us for all of our other Pride celebrations.
That sounds good. I know I'll be there.
Me too.
All right. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday afternoon and that your day and week and month are all very colorful and full of rainbows.
Happy Pride, everyone.